Good morning all. Myself P. Kanishwari from the Department of Food Science and Nutrition, Dr. NGP Arts and Science College. Today we are going to see the topic on therapeutic diet from the Therapeutic Nutrition 1 subject. In this video, we are going to discuss about introduction, common reasons therapeutic diets may be ordered, common therapeutic diets in hospitals. A therapeutic diet is a meal plan that controls the intake of certain foods or nutrients. It is a part of the treatment of a medical condition and are normally prescribed by a physician and planned by a dietitian. A therapeutic diet is usually a modified of regular diet. It is modified or tailored to fit the nutrition need of a particular person. These are the modified therapeutic diets: nutrients, texture, food allergies, or food intolerance. Why we need a therapeutic diet: to maintain nutritional status, to restore nutritional status, to correct nutritional status, to decrease calories for weight control, to increase the calories for weight gain, and then to balance the nutrients for the diabetic patient. To provide a greater amount of nutrients such as protein, fat, high fiber, and other nutrients, and to decrease the amount of nutrients such as sodium and potassium for the renal patient. And then we have to exclude the foods for allergic condition and food intolerance condition, to provide texture modification due to problems with chewing and swallowing condition for the geriatric diet patients. These are the common therapeutic diets. Nutrition modification. In the nutrition modification, what are the things we have to consider means: no concentrated sweet diet, diabetic diet, no added salt diet, low sodium diet, low fat diet, and low cholesterol diet, high fiber diet, and renal diet. Texture modification: mechanically soft diet, puree diet, food allergy and food intolerance modification. In this condition, we have to consider food allergies, food intolerance. It's like a brinjal. We have to cut for the food allergy condition. We have to cut down brinjal, peanut. These are the common food allergies. And food intolerance. The common food intolerance condition is lactose intolerance, gluten intolerance. For the lactose intolerance, we have to cut down milk and milk products. For gluten intolerance, we have to cut down wheat food items. Next, tube feeding condition: for post surgery condition or coma patient, or those who are not consume food properly. In this condition, we have to give that tube feeding. Then additional feeding: in this condition, we have to give supplementary food, nourishment foods, HS snacks. Supplementary foods usually ordered a liquid nutritional shakes once, twice, or thrice times per day. Nourishments we can give between meals, in mid morning or mid afternoon or mid evening time. We can give that nourishment. HS snacks: ordered as snacks, food, or beverage items to be given at the hour of sleep. These are the common therapeutic diets followed in hospitals. First one is clear liquid diet. In the clear liquid diet, we have to include minimum residue fluids that can be seen through. Examples are juices without pulp, broths with, in soups we can give broth, and jellos. It is often used as a first steps to restarting oral feeding after surgery or an abdomen procedure. Can also be used for fluid and electrolyte replacement in people with severe diarrhea conditions. And in this condition, clear liquid diet should not be extended period. For 1 or 2 days, we can give that clear liquid diet because it does not provide enough calories and nutrients. Next one is full liquid diet. It includes fluid that are creamy. Some examples of foods are allowed are ice creams, puddings, and then thinned hot cereals, custard, strained cream soups, and juices with pulps. These are the liquids called full liquid diet and used as the second step to restarting oral feeding once clear liquids are tolerated. Used for people who cannot tolerate or mechanically soft diet. For all geriatric diet or after the post surgery 1 or 2 days, we can give that full liquid diet. That diet should not be extended for long period. The next one is no concentrated sweet diet. It considered as liberalized diet for diabetic when their weight control and then blood sugar levels are under control. It includes regular foods without adding addition of sugars. We can give juice, milk, coffee, tea, horlicks, whatever beverages we can give, hot beverages or cold beverages we can give, but without adding a extra sugar. And then calories are now counted in ADA calorie controlled diet. Diabetic diet or calorie controlled diet. These diet control calories, carbohydrate, protein and fat intake in balanced amount to meet nutritional needs and control blood sugar levels and control weight. In this diet, we have to maintain the portion control. For that, we used exchange list for meal planning. Normally, the commonly calorie level is 1200, 1500, 1800. The maximum is 2000. Normally, it won't exceed 1800. For 1 or 2 condition, we can give 2000 kilocalories. No added salt diet. It is a regular diet with no salt packet on the tray. Food is seasoned at regular food. Then renal diet. It is for renal or kidney failure patients. The diet plan is individualized depending on if the person is on dialysis. The diet restricted sodium, potassium, fluid and protein. Specified level we can give the patient. Lab work is followed closely because the biochemical changes is very important to the modifying renal diet. Low sodium diet may also be called a 2-gram sodium diet. In this condition, we can give 2 gram of salt to the patient. Limit salt and salty foods such as bacon, sausage, curd, meats and canned soups, salty seasoning, pickled foods, salted crackers, etc. These are the foods we have to cut down it. It used because normally sodium have the capacity of holding water, so it's called edema. Once the sodium is increased in their diet, uh, their body will hold the water. So for those who have high blood pressure, heart disease, liver disease or first stages of kidney disease, we have to cut down that sodium level. Next one is low fat, low cholesterol diet. Is used to reduce fat level and or treat medical conditions that interfere with how the body uses fat, such as disease of the liver, gallbladder or pancreas. Limit fat to 50 grams or not more than 30% calorie derived from fat. In low, it is low in the total fat and saturated fat and contain approximately 250 to 300 milligram cholesterol. High fiber diet. For normally, high fiber diet is suggested for gastrointestinal disorder and in cardiac vascular patient and metabolic disease condition. We can prescribe that high fiber diet. Increased fiber should come from a variety of sources of including fruits, legumes, vegetables, whole breads and cereals. Mechanically altered or soft diet. It's soft diet. The patient who have the chewing and swallowing problem, we can prescribe mechanically altered or soft diet. Changes the consistency of the regular diet to be a softer texture, including chopped or grounded meats as well as chopped or ground raw fruits and vegetables. We can give the patient. Is for people who with dental conditions, missing tooth, no tooth, or no teeth, missing teeth or no teeth, or a condition known as a dysphasia, we can give that mechanically altered or soft diet. Pured diet changes that regular diet by puring it to be smooth liquid consistency. We can give the diet to the patient have poor condition of tooth or any surgery for the patient, we can give. Indicated for those who with weird jaws, extremely poor dentition in with chewing is inadequate, often thinned down so it can pass through a straw. Food allergy modification. Food allergies are due to an abnormal immune response to a otherwise harmless food. Food implicated with allergies are strictly eliminated from the diet. Appropriate substitutions are made to ensure the meal is adequate. Food allergy modification. The most common food allergies are milk, egg, soya, wheat, peanut, tree nuts, fish, or shellfish. And a gluten-free diet would include the elimination of wheat, rye, or barley, replaced with potato, corn, and rice products. Food intolerance modification. The most common food intolerance is intolerance to lactose, that is milk sugar, because of decreased amount of enzymes in the body. Other common types of food tolerance include adverse reaction to certain products added to food to enhance taste, color, or protect against bacterial growth. Common symptoms involving food intolerance are vomiting, diarrhea, abdominal pain, and headache. Next one is tube feeding. Tube feedings are used for people who cannot take adequate foods or fluid by mouth. The patient in a coma or the patient who could not take oral meal, or the patient have a mouth ulcer or mouth cancer. For the patient, we can suggest that tube feeding. All our parts of nutritional needs are made through tube feeding. Some people may receive food by mouth if they can swallow softly and are working to be weaned of the tube feeding. Thank you.